Let's make our own hot sauce today. It's not that hard.
So I've had these peppers fermenting on my shelf since November of 2024, and life just got in the way, so they kind of got forgotten about. But I did make a video on how to ferment your peppers. Anyways, so let's make a beautiful hot sauce with them today, because this is one of those recipes that you can swap and add and make it your own. Also, just a side note, you don't have to use fermented peppers if you don't have them. Use fresh peppers. It'll work just fine. Or roast some peppers and make a roasted hot pepper sauce. That sounds delicious too. But no matter how you choose to do it, first things first, we need to strain our peppers and de-seed them. And the easiest way to do it is cut them down the side and throw the seeds away. We're gonna use that fermented juice that they were sitting in, and we're gonna strain it in a cheesecloth or whatever you have on hand. Now, if you're not using fermented peppers, this is where vinegar comes in handy. After you get them all de-seeded, you're gonna put them into your blender, and we're gonna add some Meyer lemon zest and the juice of 2 Meyer lemons. Now, the only reason I'm picking Meyer lemon is because I definitely have a bunch on hand. And we're also gonna put 1 tablespoon of minced garlic into it. After we get all the lemon juice in there, we're gonna put 1 teaspoon of nice fresh honey in there, then turn on your blender and blend it up to a chopped coarse consistency. And this is where we're gonna talk about the difference between the fermented and if you're not using fermented. I'm using the fermented juice in my fermented peppers, but if you are not using fermented, you can use strictly vinegar. It will help, and it's totally fine to do such. Also, another difference is if you're using fermented peppers, you don't have to heat it up. It will last just as long, but if you aren't, you need to pasteurize it up to 180 degrees and then add your xanthan gum, not beforehand. So once you get your peppers to your desired consistency, we're gonna put it through a fine mesh sieve, and we're gonna sit here and work it until we get every bit of liquid and goodness out of this pulp right here. And we're gonna feed that to the chickens because it'll give you bright orange and gorgeous looking eggs, by the way. So, oops. Now we're gonna pour it into the blender again, and we're gonna add a couple things. We're gonna add a tiny, tiny, tiny pinch of citric acid. See how small that is in between my fingers? That's how much we're gonna add. I just like to do that for shelf stability. And we're also gonna add 1/4 of a teaspoon of xanthan gum. If you use too much, it becomes slimy like Astroglide. Then turn your blender back on for another 150 years until you get that smooth, desired consistency that you want, where it sticks to the side of the blender. Look how it's just nice and sticky. Then you're gonna get yourself a vessel, pour it in, and you have a great hot sauce. Just remember, if you use fresh, you need to heat it to 180 degrees Fahrenheit, and then you're good to go. Look at how marvelous that color is. This is delicious. This is one of my best sauces I've made so far, and it's a really versatile one, so enjoy it and make it yours.